Hold this for him. When he starts saying I'm going to do this. Warriors. Over to Sairaj. So, ये मत डाला. Are you going to ask questions or we just going to react? I think it was a rain truncated game. I think rain is following everywhere. We are playing Delhi, I guess. When we played them in Jaipur, it was a 6-over affair. They had to chase 71, and I think they just returned the favor to us when we played at Firozshah Kotla. We had the other end of the stick, 12 overs, 151 to get, which was a stiff target, I think. But looking at the conditions of the ground, the pitch, and the batting lineup that we had, I thought it was achievable, and we just fell short by 4 runs. So it wasn't a bad effort at all. We started off really well. We have done that in every game that we have played. We when we are bowling first up, I think we bowl the first over particularly well, and it was followed by the second over as well. There were just 6 runs after 2 overs, but then the carnage started, and we considered far too many runs for my liking. To be very honest, 196 they ended up with in 17.1 overs, which was, I think, a little too much. But that's one of the reasons why we ended up chasing 150 in 12 overs after it was rain-curtailed. Having said that, at the end of the day, for me, it's either win or lose. So it was a great effort, but in the end, we fell 4 runs short.
No, I think the game kept on stopping, and switching on and switching off was so very important that particular day. But I think 12 overs to achieve that target with Duckworth Lewis given to us, I think it was very much possible. We were so close to it. 4 runs short. I think Jos Buttler's innings was fantastic to see, and overall I think we deserved to win there, but unfortunately we didn't go through and didn't win that. So I think it's one of those days where everything you expect things to happen you want to, but it didn't happen that particular day. But I think we played real good cricket. I think bowling wise, yes, it was a good deck to bat on. Bowlers could have executed things in a better way, but they tried their best, and whatever total we had to get it. But it's just that we had a good start going, everything was going fine. It just we could have got those 4 runs, one big shot away from things. But I think it was a good effort from the boys.
I think it was a brilliant effort by Jos Buttler to open the innings first time in this competition, and coming up good. First 5 overs was power play, and he just took full toll of the field restrictions, and we just saw a glimpse of what he can bring to the table. Darcy's shot, I think he got 44 of 25 balls. He came good towards the end, and unfortunately we could not finish things off. But I felt, Krishnappa Gautam, he's not been talked about much, but his innings was fantastic. 18 of just 6 balls, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he really batted batting was good. I think Jos, the way he played was fantastic, as you mentioned. And I think it's just that players like Rahul or somebody would have just got that one shot going for them. It would have been a different scenario altogether. But I just we needed to capitalize on that opportunity which was created for us, and I'm sure it will come better in the coming games.
We are at the bottom of the pile at the moment, but it's a short tournament, and it is a very sort of a clustered tournament in the sense that all teams are clustered either on 10, couple of teams on 12, and a lot of teams on 6. So it's a bit of a cluster, and if we can manage to win next couple of games, we would be among thick of things. So it's not about where we stand at the moment. It's just about believing in ourselves, and we've got 6 more games to play. And hopefully, when if we put the right foot forward on that particular day, then we can find ourselves in thick of things, into the qualifiers. So I don't give too much attention to the points table at the moment. It's because there are too many teams in a cluster. Either down of the table or up.
I have a little different view to it, I think, because it's very important that we get few wins under our belt. We have been, mid-table till about last 2 or 3 games back. So, we were 5th, and then suddenly to drop down to where we are is something which it amazes me. But that's the reality, and that's where we stand at the moment. So, I think out of the 6, if we have to win at least 5 games to really get into those playoffs. It's going to be not going to be that easy, but I'm sure I think the boys have realized a lot of things over these past few games.
We do have the potential, we do have the talent in the squad. I mean, if you look at each and every individual over there, we do have a lot of talent. It's and a lot of match winners in that room. So it's just a question of putting it all together. Either the bowling clicks or the batting doesn't. The batting clicks and the bowling doesn't. So if we can get it all together, then I don't think there is any stoppage for this team. What I feel is they've come back after a layoff. We came back after a layoff, and we had 2 bad games. We had a superb game against Mumbai Indians. We won a nail biter in Jaipur. And we went into that 7-day break, and I don't think it did anything good for us. And now Kings XI have come back after a break, and they've lost a game against Mumbai Indians yesterday. So I think just to get things together, no matter what the opposition is, if we follow what we believe is correct, and if we bring our A game to the table, I'm sure we'll come up good in this game. And it's a crucial game. Have to win it.
I feel that Kings XI is a good side because they have this opening partnership which has been really strong for them. They have been very successful. They've been very consistent with Gayle and Rahul. So that's going to be very crucial, making sure that we break that partnership and create an opportunity for ourselves to get into them and get them out cheaply. And for me, I think the weakest link is their bowling. So I think that's where we can capitalize on and see how we can get one above them. And obviously we've got an opportunity to have a look at the game because it was played in Indore. So it looks to be a track which is pretty good overall for batting, and as bowling also you need to put your mind to it. So I'm sure the boys have seen a lot from last night, and they will utilize all that in the game coming tomorrow. But for more than anything, I think it's important that we really have that strong desire and make sure that we are playing to win.
Batting needs to click. We need to make the most of the first 6 overs. There's no doubt about it. We had a great start in the Delhi game, and we saw what transpired. We just fell short of 4 runs. There was, as I said earlier, it was just a glimpse of what Jos Buttler can bring to the table. So if we could get his A game tomorrow, should be good. Very important. Ajinkya Rahane is also a crucial cog in the wheel for us. If he can, have a match-winning knock or something, I think it would be good. So these 2 really hold the key. And bowling-wise, I feel, again, Gautam has been a consistent performer. I think he's bowled and batted exceptionally well. I think he's batted more than expectations. So I think these 3-4 guys are very crucial to RR's success. Not to forget Dr. Archer.
I think working with spinners, I'm glad that the spinners are doing. Except for the last game, I think Gautam got hit for a few runs. But I think sometimes in a way it's good also because it gives you a perspective about where you're standing at the moment and make sure that you're pushing yourself for the next game, because he's really had a good season. He's been bowling the way he wants to in the power plays, the mid overs and all everything. Shreyas has been bowling well, except barring a few games where he has gone for runs, but he's a confident kid and he's been bowling well. And I think Ish Sodhi also, the way he's come out, got that opportunity to play that game, he performed really well. So the group, the bunch of spinners which we have are excellent, and the best part is we can utilize them according to the pitch, according to the opposition. So we have a good bunch of spinners. So it's been really good working with them. And I think fast bowlers also like Jaydev and Dhaval, obviously a few games it's not been the best games, but I'm sure they will come good because they realize what is happening and what are the areas they need to work on. Because it's in an IPL game you are bound to get hit or go for more runs, and it can happen to anybody. The best of the best have had those games, but the important part is how we come back, and I'm sure in the coming games they will come back strongly and put us in a winning position.
I just wanted to add one more point is about Sanju Samson. He's been having a fantastic season so far, but I just want him to play another match-winning knock. I mean, sometimes as a batsman you're in top form, sometimes your form is not good, and it's just a question of one good ball and you're out. That's the life of a batsman. But when you're in good form, you turn that into a match-winning knock all the time. Probably 8 out of 10 times you need to win the game for your team. So if Sanju is watching, I'm expecting a match-winning knock from him as well, because he's in fantastic form.
No, I think I'm sure the boys have realized a lot in the past few weeks the way the boys are looking forward to it, and I'm thinking as Rajasthan Royals, as a team, as a unit, we've stuck by each other all the time. So we need to just make sure that we really put in that effort, that push ourselves, and as I said, just make sure that we play to win.
The preparation has been fantastic. I feel the buzz, the vibe in the team is good. The preparation has been fantastic prior to the tournament and even during the tournament. It's just a question of putting everything together, as Sairaj said, and putting the right foot forward from tomorrow onwards.
Done.